Have you ever seen a mushroom cry? Meet Lactifluus volimus, better known as a weeping milk cap. This is a choice edible mushroom found throughout North America, Europe, and parts of Asia, and it's favored by many for its rich, nutty flavor despite having a somewhat fish smell when fresh. Now let's dive into how to identify it, where it grows, and why mushroom foragers love it. First, let's look at its appearance. The weeping milk cap has a convex to flat cap, usually 5 to 12 centimeters, that is 2 to 5 inches wide, with a smooth, dry surface that's orange-brown to reddish-brown. As it ages, the cap may become slightly depressed in the center. One of its most distinctive traits, when you cut or damage the gills, it oozes a white milky latex, hence the name weeping milk cap. This latex doesn't change color but may slowly stain the surfaces brown. And here's a fun fact. The latex has a fish or shellfish-like odor, which some people notice right away. The stem is sturdy, about the same color as the cap or slightly paler, and bruises brown when handled. The flesh is thick and white, and when you take a spore print, it will be creamy white to pale yellow. Lactifluus volimus is ectomycorrhizal, meaning it forms a symbiotic relationship with tree roots. It's commonly found near hardwoods like oaks and beeches, though it sometimes associates with pines. It fruits in summer and fall, often appearing after rains. This mushroom is considered a choice edible. It's meaty, with a rich, nutty flavor. Some compare it to seafood when cooked. Beyond being a great edible, this mushroom plays a vital role in the forest. As an ectomycorrhizal species, it helps trees absorb nutrients while receiving sugars in return, a perfect partnership. Another cool detail? The name volimus might come from an old word meaning to pluck, referring to how easy it is picked, and in some cultures, it is dried and used as a meat substitute.
Hello mushroom lovers, nice to see you again. I came to Harriman State Park again in the upstate New York. There was a thunderstorm on the weekend, so I decided to come and take a look at what kind of mushroom I can find in this beautiful park. To my surprise, I found the Lactifluus volimus, which is another milk cap mushroom. Lactifluus volimus is also a choice edible mushroom. It is a good milk cap mushroom for beginner mushroom hunters because this mushroom is quite easy to identify. There are actually 3 different kinds of Lactifluus milk cap mushroom, look very similar. They are Lactifluus corugis, Lactifluus volimus, and Lactifluus hygrophoroides. The Lactifluus volimus has a much light-colored cap. The Lactifluus corugis has much darker brown chocolate color mushroom cap. And also the Lactifluus volimus has much pale gill. It's pale yellow and pale creamy yellow. If you injure the gill, you will be able to see the latex exude from the gill. Similarly, when the latex bruises the gill, it will also show a brown color. Some interesting facts about this mushroom I actually never really know about. I am a polymer chemist, so I always think that if you want to get natural rubber, you should always get the natural rubber from the rubber trees in Southeast Asia, like Malaysia or Indonesia. However, I just learned from the literature that this Lactifluus volimus has natural rubber content in the dry mushroom, approximately 1% to 7%. That's actually a very high concentration. In the old days, people may think to harvest this mushroom for rubber making, but nowadays all this rubber is made of petroleum byproduct. This mushroom has a stronger fish odor than the corugis. Corugis has more of a rubber smell. This one is definitely much stronger fishy smell. If you want to cook this mushroom, you probably want to cook it for a while to remove the fish odor. It has a natural taste of umami, so which means it is a natural replacement of MSG. I know a lot of audience probably don't like MSG, so this mushroom can serve as a natural flavor enhancer. This mushroom always reminds me of my childhood because it's one of the mushrooms which we can find in the farmers market. In Yunnan province in China, this province is very famous for its largest mushroom trading market in the world, that they sell this mushroom in their fresh mushroom market. I personally love this mushroom a lot. You can saute this mushroom with salt, and I remember when my mom cooked this mushroom, she always loved to cook with tomato and green pepper. I hope you learned something new in this video, and happy mushroom hunting. Bye.